Call of Duty leaks have been run wild for the past couple weeks, whether it be Black Ops 6 Season 3, Call of Duty 2025 or even Call of Duty 2026. The leaks continue this time for Call of Duty 2025 Zombies, with every single Zombies map being leaked. This is absolutely crazy. Tom Henderson, who is a very well-known gaming insider, published an article on his website Insider Gaming titled Call of Duty 2025 planned to have 6 fully fledged round-based Zombies map. Yes, you heard that right, 6 fully fledged round-based Zombies map. Absolutely crazy, not gonna lie. He goes on to say Insider Gaming has learned that Call of Duty 2025, which will be led by Treyarch Games, could have a total of 6 round-based Zombies map during the game's life cycle, which of course means a map every season, something similar to how we've so far seen in Black Ops 6, with pretty much every season we've gotten one new map, and that will continue in Season 3 of course. But in case you didn't know, Call of Duty 2025, unofficially known as Black Ops 7, is rumored to be a direct sequel to Black Ops 2, set in the future sometime between 2030 and 2035, with the lead protagonist being David Mason. Now up to this point, this is everything we know regarding Call of Duty 2025, but one question that we always had was who was developing this game, okay? We know obviously Treyarch is leading Black Ops 6, so could Treyarch pull double duty and actually also be developing Call of Duty 2025, or is it going to be Sledgehammer Games that will develop this game like how they did with Modern Warfare 3 of course, until it was revealed a couple months ago that Sledgehammer Games refused to become only the supporting studio and they wanted to develop their own Call of Duty game like Advanced Warfare, like World War II. So with that being said, we knew that Sledgehammer Games were out, they could not be the developers of Call of Duty 2025, so who could it possibly be? Well, now Tom Henderson has confirmed that Treyarch are indeed pulling double duty. They are working on Black Ops 6 while also working on COD 2025, which is absolutely crazy, okay? Which actually explains some of the problems with Black Ops 6. That is the fact that Treyarch are pulling double duty. They have their studio cut in half. One half is working on Black Ops 6 while the other is trying to develop and make sure everything is amazing with Call of Duty 2025, or unofficially known as Black Ops 7. But to be honest with you guys, in my opinion, this game Call of Duty 2025 is gonna be DOA, dead on arrival. Not only because GTA 6 is releasing this year, if it doesn't get delayed, and that's a big if, but also because it's gonna be simply known as a $70 DLC. It's gonna be the same scenario as it was with Modern Warfare 2 and then going to Modern Warfare 3. Simply it's gonna be called a $70 DLC. Now don't get me wrong here, Modern Warfare 3 was absolutely amazing. I would go and say the best Call of Duty game in the Warzone era, but let's be honest, before release the label of $70 DLC was stuck to it, and unfortunately to many players that's exactly what it was, a $70 DLC, and plenty of players did not give it a chance. Even though it was an amazing game, plenty of players did not give it a chance. And like I said, with Call of Duty 2025 is gonna be called a Black Ops 6 $70 DLC. So the fact that Treyarch are pulling double duty for a game that most likely will not succeed, instead of having a second year of Black Ops 6 until it takes us to Infinity Ward's Call of Duty 2026 title, is really unfortunate. But anyways, I digress, I did go a bit off topic. Continue with Tom Henderson's article. He goes on to say that details of what Call of Duty 2025 is shaping up to be is already an open secret, including that the game is a Black Ops 2 sequel like I just mentioned, and that the original Zombies crew is likely making a return. That is absolutely awesome. In the map's early development, it's understood that the plan for Zombies was to build the maps from the ground up to allow them to be played in different game modes, including traditional round-based, Grief, and Outbreak. So basically Treyarch kept their options open until they finally decided on which game mode for Zombies will begin, whether that be the traditional round-based Zombies or Outbreak. Hence why the maps were built from ground up, so they can fit in any game mode that they later decide that they'll be using. And it seems like in COD 2025 it's gonna be traditional round-based Zombies. However, if they decide throughout the life cycle of COD 2025 they might want to release Outbreak, then the maps will work for traditional round-based Zombies and Outbreak as well, something similar to how we had it in Black Ops Cold War. But here is the most interesting part in all of this. Talk about identity crisis. Listen to this. Tom Henderson goes on to say it's understood that Treyarch was playing around with more out there settings this time around, including a map set in post-World War II New York where the Nazis had dropped a nuclear bomb, with another map being described as being set in a Japanese temple at the foot of an erupting volcano, while other ideas include a map set in Vietnam, one in Afghanistan, and another out there idea of being set in a space station in the dark ether. Now like I said, talk about Call of Duty having an identity crisis. We know that Call of Duty 2025 is going to be set in the near future, 2030 to 2035, and yet we'll be having maps that are set in post-World War II New York, or at a Japanese temple at the foot of an erupting volcano, or even crazier, being set in a space station in the dark ether. What on earth? That's absolutely crazy. Now don't get me wrong, it is set in the near future, so yes, they can play with some ideas here and there. It's not like a World War game where you have to stick to the setting, otherwise gonna be called inaccurate. And I always say the best setting for Call of Duty is the near future, because then they are not limited to what IDs they can do. They can pretty much do whatever they want. However, just keep in mind, Tom Henderson says that it's currently unclear on if Treyarch went with every idea, but we'd expect at least a few to make it into the final game. So don't expect every zombies map that I just mentioned will be in the final game, but a few of them will definitely make it into the final game. But what I want to know from you guys is, what do you think about all of this? Is this a W? Is it not? Do you like this different variations of the map, ranging all the way from World War II maps all the way to space stations? Make sure to tell me in the comment section down below. And while you're done, then make sure to see for the like button and also subscribe if you haven't done so already for more Call of Duty videos like this one. Thank you guys for watching this video.